when a circus acrobat falls, right, they have this massive net to catch them. But when a live multi-million-dollar broadcast goes
Yeah,
south,
that safety net is, completely invisible.
exactly, it's usually just hiding in this small rack-mounted box. And today's deep dive into the HDTV supply spec sheet is all about one of those boxes.
Right, the Turtle AV TAV-MINEOLA 2XLR, or, just the Mineola 2x2 Dante audio bridge.
Yeah, the Mineola. So our mission today is to cut through all the technical jargon and really figure out how this specific piece of gear keeps these massive productions on the air without dropping the ball mid-show.
Because the real challenge in modern AV isn't just getting audio into a computer. I mean, anyone can do that. It's about preserving the workflow of that trusted analog gear we all love while still tapping into the infinite routing of a digital network.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. Looking at the core hardware, we've got two XLR quarter-inch combo inputs and two XLR 3-pin outputs, all equipped with phantom power.
Right, standard pro audio connections.
Yeah, so to me, it's less like a simple translator and much more like, say, a high-end cargo shipping port.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Right. It takes raw physical goods, like your analog audio, and seamlessly packs them into these standardized digital shipping containers. Then it just sends them zooming down a network highway so any software out there can unpack them.
And that packetization, that's really the entire mechanism behind Dante. Instead of running these massive, heavy, analog snake cables across an entire arena, you digitize the audio right at the source.
Which saves so much headache.
Oh, absolutely. The Mineola takes that 48-volt phantom-powered analog signal, wraps into IP packets, and then any software on the local network can grab it. It's as if the microphone were plugged straight into your PC's motherboard.
So you get to keep all that premium analog front-end gear you already invested in.
Exactly. You keep the gear, but you gain the total routing flexibility of an IT network.
And here's where my mind goes. Translating the audio into IP packets is, well, completely useless if the box loses power during a live stream.
Which is a broadcaster's absolute worst nightmare.
It's total catastrophe. So how does the Mineola prevent a broadcast from just going completely dead? If you look at the chassis, every single connector locks.
Yeah, they really didn't take any chances there.
Right. The analog XLR I/O, the Ethercon Dante ports, even the DC power input is locking. And it has dual Dante ports for network redundancy plus redundant power options with PoE and DC. I mean, is having locking mechanisms and redundant power on literally every single port overkill? Or is this just, the result of a hard-learned lesson from someone tripping over a wire mid-broadcast?
Well, what's fascinating here is that in a live broadcast environment, overkill is just the baseline standard. The redundancy we're talking about, it operates at the packet level.
Wait, really? The packet level?
Yeah, so if a camera operator trips over that primary power cable, the Mineola doesn't even have to reboot.
Oh, wow. So it just keeps going.
Exactly. The backup PoE instantly handles the load without dropping a single framer audio packet. And those locking Ethercon and DC ports provide ultimate peace of mind, basically making the broadcast bulletproof against physical accidents.
Okay, so a hardware fortress makes total sense in a massive stadium. But bulletproof hardware is only half the battle, right? If it doesn't talk to your software, it's basically a paperweight.
A very rugged paperweight, but yes.
Right. So looking at the software ecosystem, this thing integrates seamlessly with Dante Domain Manager, Virtual Sound Card, and major live systems like vMix, Vizert, TriCaster, and even OBS Studio. So what does this all mean for a creator or an engineer who's designing a modern studio setup?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the device acts as this universal hub. A solo streamer using OBS might start with a basic USB interface, sure. But the second they add a streaming PC or a remote guest or need multi-room audio,
USB just hits a hard wall.
Yeah, it does. It can't handle it. But because the Mineola speaks native Dante, it scales without any friction. It's equally at home in a high-end Vizert television studio as it is in a modern OBS streaming setup.
Right.
It just passes that pristine audio over a standard Cat6 cable.
So the software just sees a standardized Dante audio source and doesn't even care about the physical hardware layer anymore.
Right, the physical layer is just doing all the heavy lifting invisibly.
Which is exactly what you want. So the real takeaway for you listening today is that being well-informed on AV tech means understanding that true pro gear balances this flawless digital integration with incredibly rugged, fail-safe physical design.
Yeah, you absolutely need the brains of the Dante routing and the brawn of the hardware working in perfect tandem.
Completely agree. Which leaves you with a final thought to ponder. With devices like the Mineola flawlessly piping traditional phantom-powered microphones directly into software like OBS and vMix over just a single network cable, will the massive traditional physical audio mixing board eventually become entirely obsolete? Something to think about the next time you watch a live broadcast and wonder just what is catching the acrobats behind the scenes.